What's going on, guys?
What's happening?
Hey,
What's
hey.
up, everyone? Welcome to another episode. Special episode this week since there's three people here. You can see our large heads here if you'd like. But yes, special guest over there is
Yeah,
Synth
everybody,
Samurai.
welcome Synth Samurai.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. Absolute honor and a pleasure to be on this show.
Yes, I've been a big fan of Synth Samurai for quite a while. I love just his energy for what just a fun space. Everyone's a musician, everyone is a creator, and I think just the spirit of fun and stuff behind Sin Samurai is super fun. But I don't know a ton about Sin Samurai, and I think when Autumn first joined, the first one of the first things we did was we said, "What's your setup at home?" So
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
you want to know the
So,
setup?
yeah,
yeah,
we
let
got to
us
know
know what your
what you have.
setup is. Yeah.
All right, so the setup, I guess I could run it down real quick. So my setup, I got a lot of Korg heavy gear going on in the studio. So if you were looking at it right in front of me on the bottom level, I got the Hydrasynth Deluxe.
Okay.
Ooh,
All right, then if we go up one more level from that, on my right-hand side, I got the Arturia Mini Freak. Just
Nice.
got that a little while ago, and that thing is the Mini Freak. It's blowing me away every time I touch it. It's insane. I love it.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
And then I got to the left, I got the Korg Op 6.
Okay.
Then to the left of that, I got the Korg Drum Log.
Nice. Okay.
All right, so we're going. Then up top, I got the Korg Wave State.
Nice. Okay.
And up top there, I got the Korg Mod Wave.
Oh, you love the mods.
Then to my left over here, I got the Behringer Monopoly,
Okay.
which is probably one of my favorite synths, attached to a couple pedals. So I got 3 Digitech pedals. That's all running into. And
Okay.
then what else do I got? I got the VT4. I got the Mini Log XD. I got the Behringer Wasp, Neutron, and Model
Wow.
D up on the top. And that's pretty much what I got on the go here.
That's amazing.
That's the little spaceship setup.
That's
I mean,
incredible. Yeah, the background is very accurate for the setup, the type of setup that you have.
Yeah, I wish I could switch off and show you, but it probably end up messing stuff up too crazy. So
Oh.
well, go check out Sin Samurai's channel. I've seen the video before where run down your stuff. So, check out Sin Samurai's channel. I think you guys will like it. Just the authenticity and the genuineness. I mean, I think that's what we're all about here. So,
Yeah,
happy
go
to
sub.
go sub.
sub it up. I got to say, your channel, man, thanks for having me on. I love you guys. I was just telling Steve before that I watch you guys' show every week, Friday morning. It's my go-to show. I don't have many bells rung on the channel, but you guys always, and it gets me through the first like 3 hours of work every morning. I
Oh,
go way early, man. It's awesome. So I love it. So it's a super honor to be on here, man. I'm absolutely pumped to be on here, especially with Superbooth. So
yay. It's all because of Autumn.
yes, Autumn's it's legit.
No, we're so happy to have you here. I'm stoked. I'm super stoked.
Yay. Okay, enough. Autumn's great. Uh, so, time for the cue of the day. Autumn,
Yes.
let's
Alrighty, you guys.
that grammar.
What's the most interesting thing from Superbooth you've seen so far?
Yeah. I mean,
So,
there's a lot of stuff. But
this,
I guess the chat.
if you haven't seen it, chat, this could be a good question to be answered at the end for those of you that haven't seen it. So, if you want to wait on your answer, that's a thing too. But for those of you that already know about what was at Superbooth, feel free to, let us know.
There
Some
you go.
crazy stuff. Some crazy stuff.
See, I knew there were going to be some people that hadn't seen it. So Julian says he hasn't seen anything from
Really?
Superbooth. So yeah, so it might be something good to ask like after again, just to see.
Okay. Quick plug, since I finally talked about it a billion times, and hopefully this will show up. But
Yes.
the album is out now.
Sweet.
Mom, It's Me. The album is out.
It's a sweet album cover, man.
I know. I love that cover. It is so cute.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, check it out on Bandcamp or stream it for free or whatever. But yeah, lots of fun work. Features Nick Simrad on track 1 doing a killer keyboard solo, and yeah, that's the last time I'll talk about it. So
I love that drums on the first track. Were those real drums or?
Everything is real.
Wow.
Except what is not. Well, I mean, there's some sax that's this sax. So,
Amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
But anyways, I think everyone who's already bought it. I saw John in here. John L. Rice. Shout out. Is Analog Wings here? I saw Analog Wings by.
Yeah, Analog Wings says Twisted Electrons Twist FM. So that was the answer for the cue of the day.
Oh, nice. Yeah, shout out to Analog Wings. Great album. Got it today. Thank you so much. Anywho, not to go any more with that. Oh, thank you guys. You're so cool. Thank you. It was a lot of work. Yeah, Champ Flex. Thank you, Champ.
How long were you making it? How long did you put into making it?
How long, Autumn? I think I said like I was gonna do it, and then it was probably done in what, 2 months?
Yeah,
Sweet,
that was pretty amazing. And like you had planned for it to go out on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And you made the deadline. That is so impressive. I think there's something to be said by giving yourself a hard deadline to finish something,
Big time.
Only 33 mixes of one of the songs.
It was worth it. It was worth it. I just started listening to it today. It sounds great.
I'm never going to mix any record ever again. I cannot.
Do you like mixing? Or
no, not. I like mixing at 5, version 5, but one song specifically had 33 versions because it just wasn't working. And I'm not like a good mixer, I don't think, but.
Well, what do you listen to it on usually? Like, do you do the car test?
This is so funny. I did the car test last because you know what I said about the car test. You don't want to do the car test because you might just listen to your own mixes and drive the car off of it. So I listened after like many mixes, and that one song sounded horrible. It was the only one that just sounded horrible.
What, the one you did 33 times?
Yes. And
Come on, really? That's crazy.
At the like at number 20, it was so bad.
Do you want to share which track that was?
That was number 7 called Figures.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll throw that on the card.
Okay. Since Samurai, do you do the car test?
Oh, I always do the car test. That's the only test. That's the only test I do. The car test is the only test.
Oh man.
I think the car test is. I just say this. I think it's my car system. It's not me as a musician. It's the car speaker.
That's the hard part. So I just got a new speakers for my car, so I feel like my car test might be irrelevant because I just have good speakers now.
Yeah, see, car test. Oh my gosh. Sad news, John. This kind of is unfortunate. But Gert Jalas of Moon Modular passed away before Superbooth, which is super unfortunate. Passed away from a heart attack, same as Dave Smith.
Damn, man, all those dudes are getting the heart attacks.
That's so sad. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, very unfortunate. I was actually looking at some Moon Modular stuff the other day, John. I was gonna talk to you because, I was looking at like their delay or their analog delay module, their large format. But yeah, a
lot of the legends are disappearing.
To think that Dave would go before. I mean, well, I don't want to say that, but I just would assume Tom Oberheim before Dave. But
death is just not. It's not fair. It's never fair.
So weird.
Thanks, Analog Wings. I think the album was a nice back and forth of different styles. Wanted a lot of saxophone on there. But before we go any further, let's get into the first thing. Everything's going to be super fast, family. Rapid fire tonight. So I guess we shall start with the biggest thing from the show. I did not at all expect this. I know that y'all think that I have some knowledge of things, which I do sometimes, but I will say I'm genuinely pissed because apparently everyone, not everyone, but the Astrolab came out at the same time. You know, it was sent around to people. Looks like Arturia lost my $4,000 thing in the mail, but hey, you know, it's fine. I mean,
Man, that would have been the one to get to.
I know.
Yeah, it looks pretty amazing.
It's nuts.
Here's the thing. It looks better than what I thought it would.
Yeah.
I was
It
like,
looks good, man. It looks good.
Dang, this thing is gorgeous.
It's too pretty, to be honest. It's just.
It is. Chat, do you guys know about this? Have you guys looked into this? If
Love
not, we're
to
going to
know.
go into it right now.
Yeah, love. I don't know why the cream.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I hear you, man. The cream.
It's gorgeous.
The cream is divisive too, man. So many people are
Is
like,
it really?
I hate the cream. Yeah,
Wait,
I've been checking it. Yeah, I've been checking the comments, and people are like, man, the cream sucks. I hope something black comes out. Yeah, and I'm like, are you crazy? One guy was like, man, that's like buying a brown Ferrari. And I'm like, man, you're crazy. The cream is amazing.
What?
It's nice.
I mean, this is like, I hate to say, I looked over at my own PolyBrute.
Yeah.
I was very, like, so ugly in comparison to like. I mean, I don't know. Are these brown? They look burgundy in the other.
They do kind of come off burgundy on the thing, or are they like kind of woodish color? Because I know they have the.
It's great.
I don't know.
The other ones are like what, a little greenish gray?
Yeah, like a green, like a turquoise. Seems like a dark turquoise.
Yeah, it does look burgundy actually from that angle that you showed.
Yeah, like this one.
Yes, it does.
A nice darkish greenish turquoise. I think this looks awesome.
It's the best looking synth going right now by far.
Absolutely. I don't know what these things. What are these on the back? Are these like heat vents?
Air vents, I think.
Where is that thing? Air vents? I mean, I looked at mine. Mine doesn't have air vents, so
wow,
I just
air
think this is
vents.
great. But like I've heard a little bit of this, but got a video. Forgive me, everyone. I already prepped Samurai about how annoying it's going to be for me to switch back and forth, but I want the sound to be good in the screen for these synths because I did hear it and it sounded great. So hold on while I change a thing, and then you know, we will listen to a video. Let me go over to the video real quick.
Julian says, I'm kind of skeptical of look a new color.
No, this is brand new. Totally.
I mean, the color palette is amazing. What the French are off. The French are gone crazy.
Okay, everybody. I'm switching over. Okay, playing it now. Okay. Anyways, y'all can go hear the entire thing. It's got 10 seconds left. I could have played it, but there's a lot
Okay.
going on. I wanted to say, you know, Synth Samurai, what are your thoughts? What first thoughts on the original and now this subsequent 12? Like, what do
Well,
you think?
the original blew me away when the first PolyBrute came out. I was blown away. I was like, man, this thing has got the Morphe pad, the ability to play it live and modulate so many things at once. I was like, man, this thing is insane. I was like, it's 6 voices. That's awesome. Total analog. And I thought it, like you said, you looked at yours today and you're like, man, this thing is ugly. But at the time it was beautiful too.
I know, right?
You know, but this one here, I just think the fact that they got that full touch technology in the key now, that it can change modulation as it moves down the keystroke the whole way from the top to bottom. I think it's going to be a keyboard that pretty much changes a lot of things in the future now. Like everyone's going towards MPE, but this thing is, like I said, I think this might be the only synth you ever need. But I say that about every synth.
So I have a question for you, Synth Samurai. Would you say that if for those that have the older version, is this worth selling the other version for?
It's worth trading it up. So like what, the older version was $2,600 or something. This one here is coming in at like 4,000. And some people over in Europe are already saying it's dropped down to like 3,600 euros. So they might release this way under 4, especially then they're going to knock out the Moog Muse. This just destroyed the Moog Muse. The Moog Muse is gone now.
Yeah.
Anybody with $5,000 is not getting that. They're getting this.
I'm actually very interested to see what price point that comes in at, because I mean, straight up, this looks great, and I have one. If people haven't used it, the performance capabilities are just so fun. Like you can just sit at it and use all the stuff, and it's just a blast.
Just Morphe pad all day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like you get the push down of the Morphe, also you get the XY of the Morphe, you get the ribbon. I mean, anyways, if we're talking this hits 3,800 at some point, I mean, I know that's a lot, but for what it is, 12 voices, you know,
Right.
not, you know, it's just, and it's cream. How many how many creams are out there? Zero.
That's so true. There's not many pieces of gear or not many synthesizers with that color. It's interesting that they went with it.
It is
$9.99 Destructo. Is that what it's really at?
Where'd you find that information?
I mean,
Sweetwater.
I have things that cost that much that I didn't use at all. You know, on this record, I have a Quantum above that. I used the Quantum once, and I think I deleted that part. So, anyways, wow, the Destructo's saying Sweetwater's got it for, yeah. This is going off. People are gonna get this.
Right. Viral Beat says, I think the price may be justified.
Yeah, I think they're going to drop it.
Yeah,
I think they're going to drop it a little bit too.
Oh no, empty vessel, it's 8,000.
What? Well,
yeesh.
Jeez.
Yeah. But if you're going to spend $4,000, what else are you going to get right now that looks this good, sounds this good, plus got all the newest tech in it?
Yeah, you could potentially sell the older one, right?
Yeah.
And still get some money off of it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Moog's gonna really have to think about that price point of that.
I'm wondering if Moog pulled the parachute and not even going to show up at Superbooth.
All I can say is probably not coming. Anyway.
Yeah.
So next up, next up I put the Polyend. I just put this in because Polyend has other stuff showing, but I hadn't seen this Polyend Press, a little pedal. Now, there's nothing about this, like there's no sounds or anything, so we can quickly go over it. But like Polyend going in a totally different direction here. A pedal.
A pedal for sidechaining?
It's like a pedal that's supposed to emulate. No, wait, it's a stereo all analog compressor. That is so weird.
Right.
Interesting. It looks great.
Yeah.
Looks cool.
It does look good, and
Yeah, that's so interesting. I mean,
it is interesting. I mean, do they have a demo on it? I mean, everybody loves some sidechain. Who doesn't, you know? But
I mean, I guess you really can't hear a compressor heavily. You know, I guess, you know, there's not much to say about it. I just found this so strange that like this was the
Weird product.
thing. Yeah. Because I mean, we're talking about groove boxes, trackers from them, and then an analog pedal.
Is it a way to put that sweet something and right when you with your groove box, you got a wicked little groove going, and you're like, all right, man, and then you just throw this little Polyend Press on the back end and really sweeten up the sound, and then you get your track done?
Maybe that's what they're going for. Some sort of like, I don't know.
Who's the market? Who are they going for? Who's the market for this thing?
That's kind of what I'm wondering too.
I just don't know.
Like they don't want this is for somebody that is not going to be using like, you know, Ableton or something, right?
Yeah. Is it a way to get the groove box detached from the DAW almost, you know, where you can just put the final touches on it? I don't know. It's weird.
That's a good point.
Yeah, see, there you go. Since Samurai just wrote the marketing copy right there. So who is this for? Very nice. Yeah, well, we don't know. I'm sure Polyend will try to send these. I don't know how
it looks cool.
Work.
I think it looks cool too, yeah.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Looks cool.
I wonder what the price point is going to be for that, because you know, I have the Ableton background, so for me, I automatically I'm like, oh, I could do that, you know, on Ableton. But again, I'm probably not the market for it. It's probably for people that want to go DAW-less, right?
Yeah, they're saying 2024, fall 2024. So this is not like a.
That's got to come in at $250 max. That they can't go over $250 for
a stereo compressor pedal.
Yeah.
Come on,
$189.
Yeah, something, especially something that's not going to make them go, you know, broke or something.
Right.
And I mean, on the subject of compressors, Behringer has introduced their own. I mean, a lot of us know this. I know Catherine brought up the Behringer 369. I think as being excited about this. A 33609. I think this is kind of a new thing. Behringer's not just cloning synthesizers; they're cloning very famous audio compressors now.
I think it's crazy.
Do they got a price? I haven't even looked at the price. I got to look at the price.
So are people? Is there still that divide? Are people angry that they're, you know, remaking something?
Wow, $499, $450.
Yeah, the original's $4,000.
Ooh. I mean, they're just making it so much more accessible for people to purchase these things.
It's crazy. Built like a tank, by the looks of it too.
Yep.
That's crazy. 500.
I mean, for a super high quality piece of audio gear, $500.
Yeah, this is you know, they do have a video. I don't really know what we're gonna gather from a video about a compressor, but we can hear them talk about it for. Do we want to hear them talk about it? Do we care?
Chat,
what do you think?
Chat, do you care? Let us know. Yes or no.
Put a 69 in the chat if you care.
69.
It's a 3609.
Yeah.
Oh man, you just made me snort.
Have you guys used the Neve bus compressor before? Have you ever heard it or seen it? Like,
I haven't, but
I haven't either.
It's the stream queen, so it shall be done. Let's check out the No one put a 86 in the chat.
Everybody said no except for Catherine, but those Stream Queen powers, man.
I know Catherine owns a lot of the
Yeah.
of this. So give me a sec. We
Get
will
a little taste from old
This is-
Behringer,
this-
baby.
I like this this background Behringer thing. Real neonish.
Behringer's got hot videos, man. You got to give him credit. They got some hot videos.
I actually really liked that cat video. Is it the cat video?
Cat one, yeah, the little module.
Yes.
All right.
I like it too.
I like all
Behringer's
videos.
Let's see.
A piece of gear comes along that changes the game. Decades ago, one such compressor became the heartbeat of countless hit records, loved for its unique character and precise dynamic control. Today, we're going to be looking at a new piece of gear inspired by that very legend, the Behringer 369. Back in the day, this compressor was everywhere, from major studios like Abbey Road, Sound City, Air Studios, Sunset Sound and Capitol Studios to name a few. Used on vocals, drums, guitars, pianos, mix buses. Its ability to add that perfect punch without muddying the mix made it a favourite amongst top producers. Butch Vig with Nirvana, Chris Lord-Alge with Green Day, and the man referred to as the fifth Beatle, George Martin. It's made its mark across all genres, from rock to pop, influencing the sound of music as we know it. The magic was in its musicality and the warmth that it brought to recordings, and when really pushed, the unique character and grit it stamped upon them. So Behringer has been working to produce an homage inspired by the original's characteristics at a price point that is so much more affordable. First off, the Behringer 369 features a total of 6 custom-built Midas transformers. Like the original unit, there are 2 input transformers, 2 intermediate transformers, and 2 output transformers. These are key for maintaining pristine audio fidelity. The characteristic warmth and enhanced dynamics brought about by quality transformers contribute significantly to the depth and richness of audio output, the kind of characteristic that can only be achieved with top-tier components. The 369 ensures a completely discrete signal path. This means each component in the signal chain is isolated, minimizing noise and interference and giving you a pure, uncoloured sound perfect for critical listening environments. Monitoring is made easy by 2 vintage-style gain reduction meters that provide a clear, accurate visual feedback.
Okay. Well, it looks good. They've got the design people. They've got the finances to make it awesome, you know.
They got the meters. They got the little meters too.
Yep.
I just can't. The price is just like, if we're talking Warm Audio used to drop prices, this price is like insanely low, you know?
Yeah, that's amazing, especially when they talked about, how Nirvana, like it's been used for, like, was it Nevermind? My
Mhm.
goodness.
Yeah, I mean, this is like super classic.
Hmm.
So who's this cat talking about it?
I
You
don't
know?
know. I feel like I've heard his voice before.
Yeah, it's a familiar voice.
They should put his name under there.
I know.
Like
they
at
should've.
least at the very beginning.
Yeah,
maybe,
give the man some credit.
yeah,
What
maybe
about
it's in the
him?
description. Check the description.
Oh, okay. Let me say.
Now, I do know Behringer behind the scenes have a lot of these old school dudes and chicks working on their gear, like from back in the day. They're bringing in people behind the scenes to work on all their stuff.
Yeah, like I remember with the original Deep Mind. I mean, they really put in effort.
I mean, there's rumors they got Roger Lynn working on the Lynn drum with them.
Oof.
That's a rumor.
I mean, you know what? Roger Lynn, he's owed, I don't know, owed. He's had a lot of interesting experiences in this industry with Akai's and things like that. You know, he needs you know, he just deserved a fat payday, to be honest.
And would it be cool if he came out and was like, yeah, I'm behind the scenes working with Behringer on the new Lynn drum clone.
Yeah,
This is an actual Lynn drum. Boom.
especially if they really give him free reign to do
Mhm.
Roger Lynn, because Roger Lynn's a very eclectic
cool.
person, so it would be very cool. Ooh, next up, I'm not uninterested in that Behringer 33609, because I've always kind of wanted a 33609, but
Oh, you got to get it, man.
It's
don't
hard.
encourage him, because then he'll.
$400. It's so hard to say no to things.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of gas in this stream.
You know,
But,
Yeah,
going
this is gas big time.
no, totally. We're responsible for so many people going to Affirm. It's not even funny.
only 2 payments left, Autumn. Only got 2 payments
Oh
left.
my goodness.
I saw it the other day. $364 left. Almost there.
Oh Lord,
This I didn't expect this.
I didn't expect this either.
UDO Super 8.
Okay.
This is I guess a Super 6. It's the up of Super 6.
It's like the uncle.
Yeah. This is I love the UDO. What do you think, Synth Samurai? How's your experience been seeing UDO?
Man, I love the Udos. I think the binaural stuff that they got going on with these is. I'm a sucker for panning and ping pong delay, especially with headphones on. I love it.
Same ping pong delay. I was
my
addicted to ping
God.
pong delay for the long. When I first
love
discovered
it.
it, I feel like I used it in every track. Yes.
I love it. Some guy was like, "Why do you like the stereo field?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I just love it."
Just want everybody to know, don't put a lot of ping pong delay in your tracks and then try to mix that. You're like, oh crap. The stereo field is so bad. I put a lot of ping pong delay. I had to take it all off.
Oh, I love it, man.
The UDO Super 6. I just, you know what? It's gray. It's grayish, but
Should have been cream.
It's almost cream.
Almost cream.
Yeah.
In this picture, it
Almost.
is cream.
It's a cool cream rather than
Yes.
a warm cream.
It's a whip. I feel like we can't say cream like that much anymore. It's kind of getting weird. But anyway,
Arturia subliminally messed us up with their synth. Super 8, 16 voices though. That's crazy.
yes, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Not us. I'm saying that's what he's saying about ping pong delay. Yes, that's exactly what's happening. I had so much weird stuff happening in my mix with that. But they have a video actually on the Super 8. I mean, it's a Super 6, but let's just, let's check out the Super 8. I have so many tabs, y'all. I have so many tabs. Here we go. UDO Super 8. Well, this is an ad, but it will be the Super 8 in a moment. Hold on.
Fed Superbooth since we were here since 2019 with the Super 6, which is a long time, isn't it? When you think about it, 4 times in the bungalow. But we have been obviously working really hard in that time. It's been a bit of a rocky road for me. I sent you some pictures. I had to travel in the cruise seat on the plane after not.
That's lovely. Is that a split with an arpeggio double time of the lower one?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
nice trick.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's lovely. So you've got the same kind of independent pedal control for each layer, like you have on.
We have, absolutely, yeah.
Oh, nice.
And this sort of.
Okay, so I love this the Super 6.
No screen on those? They don't put screens on those either, right?
Oh,
Interesting.
no screens on the Super 6. It kind of throws you off because you're at least thinking you should have some screen, but
Yeah.
and also it's so deep that you're kind of like, that's like how. But I just love the like little soft tones from the UDO 6. It just sounds,
It's beautiful.
yeah.
Like
That's
delicate.
nice.
No cream, no deal.
Yeah. No cream, no deal.
I think that's the biggest takeaway that the stream is gonna get, or that the chat's gonna get, is
This is like a Cool Whip color.
yeah,
Yeah. Cream cheese. This is
Yeah,
cream
it's-
cheese.
yeah, it's cream cheese.
So, Adam, if you had a choice, would you go for the Super 8 or the Arturia PolyBrute 12?
I gotta say that the Arturia PolyBrute 12, man, it is so good. I mean, they're both really good. They both sound great, you know. But I'm sure this one's expensive too, so can't get both. How much is this one?
And this
Ooh,
one's-
let's see if it's in the article. 30. Oh, really? It's that much? Huh.
Or-
So the Super Gemini. I guess I can switch back real quick. So the price is £3,100, whereas the Gemini's 39. Okay. The
Wow.
Super 6 is 25. This is 31.
Super 6, 25.
Yeah, so you could save a little bit, but honestly, I'd want the Super Gemini if I was really getting something, you know.
Nice.
I feel like when you're going to possibly ruin your life, you might
go
as
for
well-
it.
Yeah, you know, get the
Yeah,
get the automatic windows. Don't
Yeah.
get the
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Trader to Living is saying, "Is that Synth Samurai?" Yes, it is. It is a Synth Samurai.
Yes, it's not AI.
It's not
Oh.
AI. It's not what is it called? A deep fake.
Yeah.
It is.
Could be one of my clones, but it could be the real one.
Yeah, this is
Mhm.
the real deal right here. Let's see what we got. Oh, for this is actually I got this down because I knew that you had a Hydrasynth. I pulled this article down just for Samurai. So I want to know what you think of a limited edition Hydrasynth.
You want to know what I think
Anniversary.
about that?
Yeah.
What I think about that is it's either the best or the second best synthesizer I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Easily. When I
Second to the PolyBrute 12.
Yeah. And they're neck and neck at the moment. But and when Gard came out with their silver series for the SE, the big Op 6 and the big wave
Oh,
state,
yeah.
I didn't like it.
No.
But man, it seems like they filled as much real estate as they could, and especially the 49 key one looks absolutely mental. And I think what they're getting ready to do, this might sound even crazier, but this is a prophecy. I think what they're getting ready to do is they're getting ready to do a firmware update and put the full touch that Arturia's got in the PolyBrute into the Hydrasynth. That's what I'm predicting.
That's a really good prediction, actually.
Really? I mean, that's
Yeah.
the thing is, oh, this looks great.
It
Dude,
does.
$1,600. Like, think about that.
For what are the
It might even be 14. It might even be 15.
So you can get 14 USD for the keyboard. Okay. So for the mid one, so for which one? This one. 1,400 for this one.
Okay. The chat is torn on the chrome. Richard C says, "I like the chrome." Rainbow Mess says, "I hate the chrome."
Ooh, man, it seems those light colors are very divisive, aren't they?
You know what the problem is? They didn't go cream.
They didn't go cream.
Mhm.
Go cream.
Never go full cream, okay?
Yeah.
I think it looks good. It looks stacked up. Like
Yeah,
it's looking thick.
Yeah,
they
it
put
does.
some custom side cheeks on that baby too.
Is
Custom
this
side
as thick
cheeks.
as it normally is?
That's
It's
higher
looking tall.
and bigger.
It's a tall boy.
Yeah, that's a tall
How
boy.
heavy do you think that is, Synth Samurai?
Heavy, man. It's pretty heavy. It's like made of solid steel. The whole thing, pretty much. It's way I don't. It's heavy as
So
can be.
so would you? So would that not be a recommended thing for touring musicians?
I mean, it's heavy, man. It's real heavy. But I saw a video the other day where this chick had 8 Hydrasynths going on.
What?
Yeah,
Amazing.
it was crazy. But bang for your buck, $15.99 for a Hydrasynth Deluxe, 16 voice, fully digital. You can make this thing sound analog.
I 100% agree. I never say that the Hydrasynth doesn't sound just as close as you can get. I don't think I've ever heard any digital. I mean, the Access Virus is great, but if it's 90% there, this is like 98% there. The Hydrasynth is just, it just sounds like you could fool people. It's that good.
And like the Arturia PolyBrute is over double the price of this thing.
Wow.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Yeah, they've really found a great niche, and their fan base is very hardcore. I'm interested to see where they go, like you were saying, Samurai, from here, because it's almost like they gave everything. So they got to give something that isn't just like a new, they got to give something unique.
And it's like, what is it? Their 5-year anniversary, and
Yeah.
they're throwing out the big silver beast. And then usually when the companies do that, like when Arturia throws out those little stellar models, that's when they come with the next one, right? They just milk the last little bit of juice out of it.
Yeah, I'd have to see this in person, because chrome comes off very different. Colors like that, you just don't know what it really looks like.
Yeah, it could. Is it like a matte or like a shiny?
Oh, it looks pretty friggin' shiny. That looks
yeah,
pretty matte, actually. I don't know.
I
It's hard
can't
to tell.
It is hard to tell over the screen.
Yeah, there's no way they made that shiny. They might have, though. I don't know. I think it looks good, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it might be the side cheeks, the big tall boys.
The side cheeks.
I like that. I like that actually a lot. Let's see next. I don't know. What do we want to do? We could talk leaked Moog things if we care. We could talk about something that Synth Samurai sent to me. I think we should talk about that.
Ooh, yeah. I didn't even know this. What did he send to you?
We got a little Dreadbox.
Ooh.
So this thing is fat.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
How do you pronounce it?
I've been trying to figure it out all week. Murmox?
Oh.
Mumooks? Well, what are Dreadbox? Are they Scandinavian? Murmox?
I don't know. I mean, what's like a name of their other things?
They got the Abyss.
The Nympho?
The Nymphs,
right?
yeah.
Or the Nymph.
Yeah, the Nymphs. Man, you got the Arturia on your mind.
He does.
The Nymphes.
Yeah. I could never pronounce that one either.
Good old
Nymphs.
Nymphos.
Yeah. And they got the Typhon. I always thought it was the Typhoon, but it's the Typhon.
Oh gosh.
All right, this demo's nuts.
Okay, so it's an 8-voice polyphonic. Didn't they have this before?
Yeah, it's like V3 or something, version 3. There's only 300 of them made.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, only
And
300.
it's got herringbone carpet on it.
They're Greek. Oh, that's the top and bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, very, very. This
So,
is very
Synth Samurai, when there is that scarcity of there's only so many of these made, do you feel that helps it maintain its value longer?
Moss, it has to give it something, Plus, it probably makes people have like gas fever, where they're like, "Oh shit, there's only 300."
Yeah, you're so right. Like, yeah.
I almost went and bought it, and I don't even own a Dreadbox. Just because they said there was only 300, I was like, "Should I get this now?" But
It's only 300 of these.
Only 300, and it's $2,000.
Yeah, there's something about when you say, "Hey, there's only this many of these," that you're so right, Synth Samurai. It kind of gets people excited about it.
Well, let's listen to it, because I'm I have not seen a $2,000 Dreadbox thing or heard one. So,
and this isn't doing justice for how huge this thing is. This thing is about the size of, what could we say?
Yeah,
The size of this is the size of a May 24th weekend cooler full of beer. It's like that big. It's serious that big.
I love
in
that
an igloo
analogy.
or in a
Oh, igloo, bro. Igloo. Yeah.
or what are those other
Or
ones?
Yeti.
Yeah, is it a Yeti? Or are we talking Yeti? Or
Oh, this is a Yeti, actually. This is the high price.
Oh man.
Okay, let's let me mute and then oh here. Okay, so it sounds awesome.
Isn't that crazy?
That's all I can say. It's there's that ping pong.
Man, that was ping pong. And is that cream?
Oh my goodness.
Man,
Is it? Chat,
I
let
have
us
to-
know. Is it cream? Is it cream or is it cool? No,
Oh,
it
dude,
looks cream.
Imagine the PolyBrute 12 with that placed right on top of it.
Oh yes.
cream.
Oh my goodness. Yes, double cream.
Yeah,
This it's a cream dream.
that cream dream.
Oh my goodness, you need to be in charge of the marketing. It's a cream dream.
That's got 9 LFOs, 1 per voice and 1 global.
Honestly, that I am a Dreadbox fan. I don't own any Dreadbox, but I used to. It was my first semi-modular, the Erebus, and I loved the Erebus when it came out. This thing, is it stereo, Samurai?
Yep.
Oh,
8 voice, 24 dB low pass, 6 octave high pass, 6 octave low pass boost, 2 envelopes, 9 LFOs, 1 per voice, 1 global, analog stereo, bucket brigade, chorus flanger, comb filter,
I mean,
stereo spread.
it sounded,
Man.
the delays and stuff. I've always liked the Dreadbox, what they do with the delays and stuff. I mean, it's just sounds
It looks
it's
good, man.
dreamage, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I think the creams are winning. There's something about that this week.
Yeah, that color is in, man.
Yeah, it's in big time.
Maybe cream is the new chrome.
Cream's new chrome.
I'm just saying I've been ahead of the game with the cream. I got my gator right here.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Nice.
I liked it before it was cool.
The original.
Yeah. John L. Rice says, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Synth cream.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this is I had sort of like passed up on it, honestly. So shout out for putting it in the mix, Samurai.
Well,
I mean,
I passed too until this demo. When I found this demo, I was like, okay, this is something crazy.
Yeah, this was a great recommendation, Synth Samurai. Like, this sounds so dope, actually.
I could listen to that last patch all day. There's just something about it. It was cool.
the cream stream. Yeah, the honestly, Autumn and I talked about this before. Like, you get the right demo of something and it can change your whole perspective on something that you were like the Roland SH4 or something.
Right.
Some random person did one and I checked it out on stream and I was like, you could do that with this? Like,
Yeah.
oh my God. Like,
Yeah, there's something to be said about just a well-made demo that focuses on the features,
yes.
you know?
Yeah. And really lets the, musicianship comes through so you can hear something. Cause I feel like sometimes you can get tricked by musicianship, right? Or you can get put off by non-musicianship at all. And the sound is not as much as you want it to be. So there's like that perfect like blending that's like can really turn around almost anything or ruin something if it kind of blows.
Yeah, it's a fine line for sure.
Yeah.
And there was a lot going on there. I was wondering how he had that all set up too, because
there's not a lot of knobs.
No.
And when he's cranking in the LFO, he was doing something. I was like, oh, this is like, I like this. It seems very basic. I mean, in terms of like, you don't need to go deep to get a lot out of it. So
yeah.
I love that about gear, when you don't have to go too deep, you know?
Yeah, I know. I like the wave state.
Let's see. Probably got time for one more. What do we do? Do we do the thing I was gonna make a joke about, which is the mini log XD inverted edition, or the Korg Voltage Lab 2?
What do you think?
Chat, what do you guys think?
Yeah, chat. Put a V in the chat for voltage and put a K in the chat for the Korg. I don't really know if we need to talk about the Korg. It's a mini log, so
it's crazy.
Yeah,
that they did that.
I mean,
Oberheim
have all those colors. Yeah, we didn't talk about the Oberheim only because we talked about it on another stream. The Teo, V for voltage, P for Pittsburgh. All right, so I'm like a longtime fan. I'm a longtime fan of Pittsburgh Modular. And you know what? They have changed so much over the years. And, I think for the better, to be honest. I think that they've really continued to stay like true to things that they just want to do, right? They're not going to necessarily go with the flow. And I think that that's pretty cool. Now, I think the color scheme is a love it or hate it with something like this. Big colored knobs. What do you think, Samurai and Autumn? What's your...
What do you think, Autumn?
Like with all the colors?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to say I kind of like it because it kind of organizes things for me.
Okay.
But that's
they play together. I do wonder if that's the scheme. Like red goes with red, blue goes with blue.
Exactly. I wonder that too.
I've only messed with a little bit, so I don't know.
Well, Empty Vessel says, I dig the colors on this.
I like the colors too.
Yeah. It is pastel. It's like a pastel.
It's like what the grandmother from Moog maybe should have done instead of they went so crazy with those colors.
You know, that's actually a good point. It's if they had muted them
Yeah, a little more
bit,
subtle.
yeah, it would have gone over better. I mean, at some point they stopped going with the heavy colors and they just had the black editions, you know.
Mhm.
So, you know, people tell the companies what they want with the money, right? But I mean, it sounds interesting. I think it's more of like you get kind of like your own. It's like anyway. I'm just gonna play this. All right, I'm gonna listen to it. I don't want to talk about it.
I love how sometimes you just don't finish your thoughts. Just like,
It's like a mad scientist machine.
yes, absolutely.
I've been loving the Pittsburgh modular videos too.
Are you still getting the video? You know that we can't hear anything, right? Okay. Okay.
New palette of tones and textures to Sonic Explorers. Newly developed complex wave shaping capabilities paired with powerful synthesis tools and a deep performance-oriented controller joined together to create a synthesizer that proves analog is important. The Voltage Lab 2 has a very physical sound, meaning that the sounds it creates feel natural and alive. This is the result of newly engineered capabilities built into each of the laboratory oscillators. Laboratory Oscillator 1 showcases the power of a new wave shaping method we call center clipping. Unlike filters and wave folders which work from the peaks inwards, center clipping modifies the shape of a waveform from the middle out. This unlocks new sonic possibilities through independent control over the top and bottom of the waveforms. Additional center clipping parameters increase the shaping potential even further, stretching and shifting waves to sculpt harmonic content. Laboratory Oscillator 1 also includes our warping 6-stage wave folder, designed to add even more harmonic content to high harmonic content waves like the ones created with center clipping. Laboratory Oscillator 2 utilizes pulse symmetry to introduce a second dimension of manipulation to the traditional pulse wave by adding a variable step between the top and bottom of the waveform. This creates a shape that resembles a set of stairs, while unlocking a wide range of unique pulse width modulation style sounds. Inspired by vintage surge design, reflection flips the bottom half of the waveform back onto the top half. The results sound different for every waveform. A sine doubles in frequency, a saw morphs into a triangle, and a pulse symmetry wave gains additional complexity.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna really go with what Matt Z said here. I don't know if I mean I don't know if I'm gonna get. I know I got to see how much it costs, but what an awesome we need to push analog forward. You know,
I love this company.
yeah, they just are doing what they want to do, and that's just so like important. I'm oh jeez, it's that much.
Yeah, 2 Gs,
Oh,
baby.
wow.
I didn't know
Okay.
it was that much. See,
So you're gonna get a Hydrasynth Deluxe. You're gonna get that. You know.
I appreciate the video, man.
oh,
I
I love
really
what
like
they're
the
doing.
video.
So you're gonna say,
Yeah.
I love what. I mean, they're not. They're. I think whatever budget they had is all going to these types of videos because they're not cheap.
You never know. Maybe there's maybe there's a $5 Fiverr editor or something. No, this is definitely not a Fiverr video. It's pretty excellent.
I love the little touch controller on the bottom with all the patching and everything. That's one thing I think is pretty cool, that you don't need a MIDI keyboard. It's got it's like a sequencer and the touch strip, so you can play it or put a sequence in.
Yeah, I think this is one of those where I have the ability to actually attempt to try something like this because I live near a store, but this just feels like one of those you've got to get hands on it to see if you even care, because things like this, like, it might not be for you. It looks cool, but the workflow or whatever just might not be for you.
That's a good point. There is something to be said about the importance of feeling something out before you buy it, especially if you're not super familiar with the functionality of it. Like, I felt like I needed to touch the Micro Freak before deciding to pull the trigger on it, because I wasn't sure if I was gonna like the keys, like the touch.
Yeah.
You like it?
I did.
Yeah. I see a $2,000 price. I see something weird. It's gonna be interesting sell.
What would you do? Would you do the Murmox for $2,000 or the Voltage Lab 2 for $2,000?
I personally would do the Murmox. What do you think, Steven? They're both cool. They're both awesome.
They're both cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I here's the thing. I've already done. We all know what's over here in this corner. We all know what's over here. The not to be spoken about. We know it's here. This.
Okay. Well, the chat is answering. Hellbound Hillbilly says Murmox. Matt C says Murmox. So we got 2 for Murmox. Chat. Anybody else want to chime in?
Yeah. Type Murmox. Voltage. Yeah, the whole Voltage Lab. Pittsburgh Modular Voltage Lab 2.
Yeah.
Or type Cream Dream.
Cream Dream or V2. I think it's cool that Pittsburgh Modular did the Tiger keyboard and then the Tiger, and then this here, they seem to be developing a really interesting little ecosystem that can all go together if you are so inclined to.
Yeah, I'm seeing. I think we're like split. Voltage Lab, make noise shared system. You probably get your money back on shared system a lot faster if you were to sell it, just because. Destructor says, I don't even want to dream right now because I'm broke. Oh no. You ordered a Rhodes Mark 7? Mark 8?
The green?
Wow.
That's crazy.
Nice.
Wow. Well, I think we got through a lot without going into overtime.
We did, and this was so much fun. Synth Samurai, thank you so much for coming on. Seriously.
Oh man, thanks for the invite. This was a big time laugh. Thank you. I had a really good time. You guys are awesome.
Yeah. But hopefully more news coming up, everybody, from Superbooth as the day goes on or whatnot.
But what's your thoughts on Moog before we get out of here? Just what do you think that Moog is? Do you think that they're breathing their last gasp here? Or do you think they're going to make a resurgence? Do you think they're going to rise like a phoenix from the ashes and just really do something special? I'm rooting for them. I'm really rooting for them. But I'm interested.
I will say that it all depends on if they send me the Muse or not.
That's gonna make all the difference.
Greatest company on earth. If no, it's like Arturia.
Yeah,
I got an Astrolab. Okay, people getting PolyBrutes. Nothing. But anyway, no, I would say that there's 2 things that have changed that I can see just from I have the Spectravox and things like that. Mm-hmm. They're definitely finding out where they can make changes in the cost of things. Mm-hmm. And you can see it. I saw it when I got the power supply on the Spectravox. It's a generic power supply. So they cut cost there, right? There's no gooseneck. So they cut cost with the gooseneck, which used to come with the old Spectra box. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So I think that in music is going to allow. I think there's going to be more products faster, but I just think that things that maybe people were used to before will be changed because you know there's a lot of prices that they can touch
Mhm.
that Moog couldn't touch before just because of volume or whatever.
Yeah.
So you'll see maybe corners cut where you know you wouldn't before, but
I think they can make another run for it, man. I think they can. I think they can do it.
they
I think
just
they
gotta,
can. They gotta do a couple things.
Synth
You-
Samurai is rooting for Moog.
I'm rooting for them, and
Yeah.
I'm not a Moog fan. I'll tell you right now, I'm not a huge Moog fan, but I'm not a Moog hater. But I'm just really hoping that they kind of thread the needle here and open themselves up to a new customer base that really wants to try some Moog products.
I love that.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
Mhm.
Anyway,
yeah. All right. Well, we'll see everyone. I mean, maybe Arturia is the next Moog, the new Moog.
ooh.
Never know.
All right, y'all.
All right,
We'll see
abrupt
y'all
ending
next
time.
week.